Hey guys, in today's video, I will be reviewing the top 8 best cordless chainsaw. I made this list based on my personal experience, and I try to rank them based on their quality, durability, customer reviews, and more. If you want to know about the best pricing and more information, you can check the description links below. Number 8 in my list is Greenworks 40 V12 cordless chainsaw. If you're new to the chainsaw game, it makes sense that you don't want to spend a ton until you know what you're getting into. This Greenworks option allows you to dive in and get work done at a price most people can live with. The chainsaw has a large hand guard for extra protection while you work and tool-less tensioning, so you can adjust and maintain your saw quickly. An automatic oiler lubricates your bar and chain while you work. At just 6 pounds, this machine isn't so heavy that newbies won't be able to lift it. Number 7 in my list is Worx the G32220V Power Share Cordless Chainsaw. This is the little brother to the Worx Nitro, and it was the lightest chainsaw in the test. It runs on a single 20V battery. The Worx recorded significantly lower scores than the Echo chainsaw, but to be fair, it also costs about a quarter of the price. This saw is meant for very light work. You will not be bucking firewood with it. It has a similar chain tensioning system to the Nitro, but with a different knob. I'd recommend spending the extra money and stepping up to the Worx Nitro. Even if you only need a saw for light duty in the backyard, the Nitro will perform better for you. Number 6 in my list is Husqvarna Power Axe 350i cordless chainsaw. The Husqvarna Power Axe smoked the competition in the full-sized field. It was only 0.3 of a second slower than the Dewalt, which is still impressive considering it has a shorter bar, but it cut twice as many discs, and it never got bogged down while cutting. One of the performance features that impressed me about the Husqvarna is that it cut with full power until it ran out of battery. Then it was dead. Other saws would begin to stall or not fully make it through a cut while still showing a quarter battery life. Even though those saws technically had battery power, they limped along but did not cut larger logs effectively. Not so with the Husky. The saw has a nice on/off feature on the handle that lets the user know if the saw is turned on and if the chain brake is engaged. The Husky was the lightest large-sized saw in the test, and it felt well balanced and nimble when working in the woods. With its performance and ease of use, I think the Husky is the best battery chainsaw choice for most users. After the original test, I used the Husky to buck a big pile of firewood and found that it cut through mid-sized oak logs with ease. Number 5 in my list is Ego Power Plus CS 1800 Chainsaw. Quickly lop up logs for an evening fire, clear trees for a new trail, or simply keep your bushes tamed in the front yard. The Ego Power Plus CS 1800, $330, is a lightweight and affordable saw. As one of the lightest e-saws on this list, and with an impressively long battery life, we were able to bring this tool deep into the woods on backcountry trail work and perform endless tasks around the house before having to put it back on to charge. For simple to moderately taxing jobs, this easy-to-use saw will have you questioning why you used gas guzzlers in the first place. This chainsaw is a cinch to use right out of the box, and the battery charges up lightning fast, about 30 minutes. Throw in some chain lube, and you're ready to go. While we wish the saw came with a case for an easier carry, we schlepped this to some remote areas for trail work, and for the power it brings, we were shocked at how easy it is to handle. Its high-efficiency brushless motor delivers 6,800 RPM with the power to cut through moderately large trees or branches, and the 56 V5Ah battery keeps it humming along for hours. The 16-inch bar is just about perfect for most trail building and home maintenance tasks we encounter, and the tool-free chain adjustment means we can quickly and easily make tweaks without disrupting our workflow. This isn't the beefiest or most powerful saw on the market, but we were pleasantly surprised by how fast it slices through moderately large branches and how long the battery lasts while on remote jobs. Number 4 in my list is Greenworks 80 V10 Brushless Cordless Chainsaw. For most people, a pole saw falls in the N+1 category, as in non-essential. But once you've used this pole saw, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. With a small chainsaw at the end of a 3-piece pole that extends up to 10 feet, this pole saw, $179, is ideal for maintaining trails and driveways, cleaning up storm damage, pruning fruit and ornamental trees, and getting to broken branches that are higher than you can reach. The saw, which has an automatic chain oiler, is on an angle at the end of the pole. That provides a great angle for sawing overhead tree limbs and helps with precision. The angled head also directs the weight of the saw down for a gravity assist with cuts. The 3-section 10-foot poles gave 11 feet of reach. It twists to adjust. To engage the saw, we pressed on the release and pulled the trigger in the handle, at the end of the pole farthest from the saw. That's also where the battery lies, which kept the weight low and acted as ballast to help control the saw overhead. When we cut a limb and it got hung up in the tree, a branch hook at the base of the saw helped us pull it down. We also used the branch hook to hang the saw when alternating between the pole saw and the chainsaw. Number 3 in my list is Wen Cordless Electric Chainsaw. Electric chainsaws are still fairly new to the power tools market, and for those unsure about the jump, a budget option offers a low cost of entry opportunity to see what the fuss is all about. The Dewalt N40V Max Lithium-Ion 16-inch brushless chainsaw, $179. Doesn't ask a lot and performs on par with many of the saws we've tested to date. As the ideal garden saw, the Wen is more suited to brushing out an overgrown lot than felling trees, but we had no problem using it for that task. The 40-volt battery is about the middle of the pack when it comes to e-saws, and we used the Dewalt for full days of trail work before it needed to be recharged. Thankfully, Wen knows when to tag in the big guns where it counts, and the 16 Oregon bar is a welcome sight on this saw. While not a burly unit, the lightweight bar is designed to limit kickback, and we had no issues with it overheating when running hard. As with many power tools, it's important to consider the brand and system you'll be investing in. And while Wen does offer up several other 40V lawn and garden tools, the budget brand may not be the tool ecosystem you're looking to go all in on. Number 2 in my list is Dewalt 20V Max XR Chainsaw. Small and light enough to carry in a backpack, this 12-inch saw, $279, is our new go-to for trail work. A homestead workhorse, it cut landscaping timbers, cut down a stud wall, limbed trees, and cleaned up winter blowdown. And at under $300, it's a solid budget pick that still gets moderately difficult jobs done. The 12-inch blade saw was light and easy to handle, but it had the safety and convenience features of bigger, more expensive saws. It was the only sub-14-inch saw we tested that had a chain brake. It was self-oiling for continuous use, with a sealed reservoir that kept it from leaking when we carried the saw in a pack. All of the other saws in this class that we tested had manual oiling mechanisms, which were messy and unreliable. The low kickback, 12-inch Oregon bar and chain got the job done, though with a lot more vibration than larger saws. On the bright side, when the chain rattled loose, adjusting it was tool-free. The tool is designed for smaller jobs. It had plastic ridges, not quite spikes. But that wasn't a deal breaker, as most of the time we used this saw to clear branches, cut down saplings, and trim bridge planks. It could cut down a tree up to 8 or so inches. It just took longer than the larger saws we liked. Number 1 in my list is Greenworks 80V18 Brushless Cordless Chainsaw, the chainsaw that made us rethink owning a gas saw. The Greenworks 18-inch bar GS 181, $535, can handle any task a prosumer still can, from felling mature ash and maple to bucking up the log. We used it to fell and cut 4 cords of firewood and never missed our gas saw. Greenworks GS 181 has the power and torque of a 50cc gas engine with a more reliable, efficient, and economical brushless electric motor. It runs on a 4A82V battery, the biggest battery of the saws on this list. The battery has exceptional life. Greenworks optimized it for performance in the tool as well as efficient charging. It's Bluetooth enabled, so we could register it and track its performance. With Bluetooth, we always know which battery is the oldest, and when we loaned one to a neighbor, Bluetooth reminded us to get it back. The GS181's motor provided instant high torque, zero maintenance, and zero exhaust cutting with decreased vibration and noise. We used this saw's predecessor for 2 years, and while it was a fantastic second saw, it didn't have the power to fell the largest trees. The thinner blade felt too delicate to fell big hardwoods. This tough, powerful big brother crushed any tree felling, trimming, or log sawing project we threw its way, including forestry work. When we were ready to saw, we pressed the power button above the handle, and were ready to go. To start the chain spinning, release the lock on top of the saw, pull the trigger, and the saw comes to life. Your upper hand is protected by a chain brake that stops the saw instantly when engaged. Releasing the trigger also stops the blade. Alright guys, this was our today's video. If you find this video helpful for you, then like the video, and if you come to our channel first time, then hit the subscribe button for our amazing upcoming videos. Be sure to check out the links in the description for the updated price of all products discussed in this video. Hope you have a great day and see you soon in the next video.